Hello, welcome to HIIT. My name is Mary. No equipment needed. We will have a full body workout, cardio as well as strength. Do your best, modify the exercises to make them work for you. I will try to suggest some modifications as we go. So just choose the version that is the right amount of challenge for you, whether that's the modified version or progressed version. All of those are options, way to show up. And let's get started with some movements just to get the body warm. We'll just start by turning side to side, rolling out the wrists. And change directions with the wrist. So basically, if you don't see what I'm doing, you can make a fist, and just bring it around in a circle. I like to have my fingers open, just providing a little bit more stretch. But sometimes people see that and they're like, oh, I can't do that. It's just a little bit of movement. And side to side. Opening up the chest here. And then a little bit larger steps will bring arms out and in. Still opening up the chest, also getting a stretch in the back between the shoulder blades. Then reaching overhead, stretching out the sides of the body. And marching. Making sure that we're breathing. Butt kicks, so heels coming toward the butt. Feeling a stretch in the front of the thighs. If you want, you can add a little bit more bounce to it. About 10 more seconds here. And then side to side step. Trying to get the heart rate up a bit. Arms can come overhead. This is a modified jumping jack. If you'd like, you can do full jacks. Continuing to breathe. Important to keep the core engaged as well. And 3, 2, 1, just body weight squats, sitting the hips back, keeping chest lifted, working on engaging the glutes because they're really important to protect our back and other joints in the body. Let's go into side lunge. Both toes straight ahead. Sitting the hips back here. And moving to the other side, same thing. Feeling a stretch in the inner thigh. Now rotating, and we're going into rear lunge, alternating sides. You choose depth, it doesn't have to be all the way down. And let's add arms as well. Feet are about hip width apart. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. And then just lifting the knees again, bringing arms side to side to add a little bit of a twist. Keeping core engaged here. A few more seconds. And time. Moving into our first section. The first exercise is a high plank with rotation. So hands underneath the shoulders, core super tight, and we're gonna rotate to one side, lift up, back to center, and other side. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Just go at your own pace in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping it controlled, focusing on just opening up the chest here, getting the shoulders ready, and wrists engaged as well. We're starting to put pressure on the wrists, so we want to ease into these exercises. Long spine. You have 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing. Rear lunge. And then front kick. So same side each time. If the kick is too much, you can just lift the knee. You don't have to kick high if you are kicking. Here is okay too. But let's do this for about 10 more seconds. You can do what you want with your hands. And changing sides, other leg steps back, and then front kick. Ten more seconds. And time. Next one, 90-degree jumps. We're gonna start facing the side, 90-degree jump toward the front, 90 degrees toward the other side, and back to center. Just keep that up. You choose height of the jump. You can also choose distance if you want to jump farther. About 20 more seconds. Soft landing with knees and toes in line, feet parallel. 3, 2, and time. Back to our high plank with rotation. 30 seconds, here we go. Opening up the chest. Keeping core engaged. Starting to sweat. Heart rate is elevated. Ten more seconds in this move. 3, 2, and come on up slowly. We have our rear lunge and front kick. Great job. About 5 more seconds. And changing sides, rear lunge and kick. Great job. 5 seconds. And time. Ooh, 90-degree jumps. We have a break after this. About 20 more seconds to go. Hang in there. 3, 2, well done. Ooh. Let's catch our breath. Feel free to drink water. I'm gonna turn on my fan because it's getting hot. Ooh. As you're drinking water, I will introduce the next set of exercises. The first one is a push-up. You can be on your knees or your toes, whatever is best for you, but we do want to prioritize good form. It is a variation of the push-up, so you know the typical pattern. We are going to do a diagonal one, and we're going to alternate arms each time. So, diagonal hand position, push up, and then change sides, push up. You choose hand width. You can also just keep the knees on the floor for this push-up. Same thing, okay? So let's get ready for that. We'll do 30 seconds total. 3, 2, and 1. As always, go at your own pace. Working chest and shoulders and core. Ten more seconds. Core tight. 3, 2, and time. Very good. Woo. Now going on to our forearm. Top leg is on top of the other one, and we're lifting from the bottom leg up, just squeezing the inner thigh, trying to lift it up as far as we can. I know it might feel strange. And then flipping over to the other side, so you're going to be facing away from me, but it's the same thing. That inner thigh, working the muscles in the inner thigh called the adductors. 3, 2, and time. Then coming up to standing, we have side lunge pulses. So pulse for 3 here, and then try to shift the weight to this bent leg and lift the other one. Then we'll change sides. 1, 2, 3, shift weight, lift, and change. So let's start that all together, and we'll do about 30 seconds total. 2, 3, lift, and change. 1, 2, 3, toes straight ahead here, and change. 1, 2, 3, lift, and change. Keep it up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Going back to our diagonal push-ups. 30 seconds. Going at our own pace. Here we go. Hang in there, guys. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Very good. Going on to our side, pulsing the bottom leg up, squeezing that inner thigh. Seconds, and then we'll flip over to the other side. Same thing. Squeeze. Ooh, harder on this side for me. 3, 2, and 1. Then coming up for our side lunge pulses, and then leg lift. Change sides. Pulse. 2, 3. Leg lift. Good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Phew. Next part. We're coming into a seated position. and we have our palms on the floor. There are a couple variations of this. So I'll start with just one that's pretty familiar, is the glute bridge here. So just lifting and lowering. Feel free to stick with that, or pressing the palms into the floor and trying to lift the legs off the floor, pressing into these palms. So we're getting a workout in the back by pressing those palms into the floor. So start that when you're ready. Here we go. We'll do it for about 30 seconds. And time. It's also similar to a reverse crunch, where you're lifting the hips off the floor. We're working lower abdominals for that, in addition to the back, by pressing those arms to the floor. Triceps, you probably feel as well in the arms. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Turning over. Let's go into bear position. That means hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips, but our knees are not touching the floor. From here, just bending and straightening the leg, pressing the heel back. If you want extra challenge, you can also lift the opposite arm in and out. I'm going to stick with just the leg because it's hard enough. Getting ready to change sides. Bend and straighten. Try to keep the knees underneath the hips if you can. And keep breathing. And 3, 2, and time. Come up to standing. We have pivot, pivot, front, back, pivot, pivot, front, back. Start when you're ready. We're here for 30 seconds. Light on our feet. Ooh, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Phew. Back to our glute bridge slash reverse crunch slash back exercise. Here we go. Lift and lower. Remember, you can just stick with the glute bridge if this is too much. Whew. So I'm keeping my hips off the floor, pressing into my palms. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Very good. Turning over to our bear. Knees off the floor. Bend and straighten. And keep breathing. Ooh. A few more seconds here. 3, 2, and change legs. Bending and straightening. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Long spine, shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, and time. Come up to standing. We have our pivot, so starting this direction. And then front, back. 10 seconds. Ooh. 3, 2, and time. Take a rest. catching our breath. Phew, great job. Okay, getting ready for our last series of exercises before we go from the beginning. First exercise, really important to engage the glutes, so the glute muscles, just squeeze them to engage. Flat back, and then knees are softly bent. We're gonna engage glutes and stand ourselves up again. Couple options, if you want, you can have the hands behind the ears, or for more challenge, you can have hands overhead. So also getting a nice stretch in the back of the thighs. Start this when you're ready. Shoulders back and down. Thinking about good posture. About 10 more seconds. And then we'll go into a pike position to start. 3, 2, and time. So pike position means hips are up. We're gonna try bending our elbows as we bring our head to the floor and then scoop ourselves up back into pike. So this is sometimes called a dive bomber push-up. So 30 seconds, do your best. Even if you're not going all the way to the floor, totally fine. You can just lift and lower the hips. It's a really challenging move for shoulders, chest. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and time. All right, shake it out. Next, forearm plank. We have knee to the chest, and then lift the leg behind you, place it down. Other knee to the chest, lift the leg, place it down. 30 seconds here. Knee to chest. And down. Great job, guys. I know our arms are tired. Three, 2, and time. Come on up to standing again. We have our hip hinges. Engaging the glutes as we stand up. Trying to keep the chin back or tucked so that our spine is neutral. In about 15 seconds, we'll go back to our dive bomber push-ups. If those are too challenging, please do just do the high plank and then lift the hips. 3, 2, and time. So again, dive bomber, push-ups, or just lift the hips and high plank. That's also an option. So I'll start going back into that scoop down to the floor and back up. It might help to put your arms a little wider if that's more comfortable for you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and time. And then forearm plank. Break after this. Knee to chest, and then lift the leg. Place it down. Knee to chest, lift, and place. Ooh. Feeling those arms for sure. Seconds. 3, 2, and time. Wow. Challenging moves. Come on up. Breathe. Feel free to drink water. Catch your breath. apart. We're going to go through all of those exercises. So we have 4 sequences that we have just gone through. We're going to go through each one time. 30 seconds for each exercise like before. And then we will cool down. Okay. Phew. So first one is our high plank, rotating side to side. Now that you know all the exercises, you can modify or progress to make them the right amount of challenge for you if they're too hard or too easy. But let's get started, starting in 10 seconds with our high plank and rotation. Getting set up. 3, 2, and time. Up. Go at your own pace. You can reach even behind you for a little bit more stretch in the chest. Five seconds. 3, 2, and come on up to standing. We have our rear lunge and then front kick. Remember, you can just do a knee lift if the front kick is too much. Knee staying behind the toe here. 5 seconds. And changing legs. Great job, guys. Core engaged to help with balance. Keep breathing. Five seconds. And time. Then we have our 90-degree jumps. Going at our own pace, choosing the height of our jump. More seconds. Soft landing each time. 3, 2, and time. Ooh, okay. Oh, next sequence, we have our diagonal push-ups, alternating sides, knees or toes. Ooh. Coming down. I'll actually face this way. And here we go. Diagonal push-ups, changing sides. Good job. Halfway through. Three, 2, and time. We have our bear. Knees coming off the floor and extending one leg. I know legs are tired. Keep breathing. Three, 2, change sides. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Long spine. Three, 2, and time. And then we have our pivot, 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 front and back. Good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and time. Ooh, and let's go into our side lying leg squeezes, lifting the foot. Ooh, breathing a bit. Ooh. Changing in 3, 2, and 1. Same thing. Squeezing that inner thigh. 3, 2, and 1. And then coming up to standing, side lunge, pulsing, and then lifting this leg, changing sides, pulse, 2, 3, and lift. Pulse, 2, 3, and lift. Seconds. 3, 2, and time. Very good. Hinging at the hips, flat back, hands behind the ears or overhead, engaging the glutes as you stand up. Knees are softly bent. Seconds. And into our dive bomber push-ups or just pike to high plank. Here we go. Seconds. 3, 2, and forearm plank, last move. Knee to chest, and lift the leg, place. Knee to chest with the other leg, lift, and place. It up. About 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and time. Oh my goodness, well done. All right, guys. Let's come up to standing. Just cooling it down. Roll out the wrists again. And arms side to side, opening up the chest. And then open, close with the arms. Very good. Now, lunging to the side. If you want, you can add a heel lift here. Getting a stretch in the inner thigh, also engaging the calf muscles. And other side, lunge. And lift if you want. Keeping chest lifted. And one more. Now we're gonna walk out to high plank to get a calf stretch. So just crouching down, walking out to high plank, and lifting the hips, pressing the heels into the floor behind us. You can hold there, or you can release from that position periodically. And a couple more seconds. Very good. Let's step one leg forward, rotate the body toward the bent leg, feeling a stretch in the outer thigh. Continuing to breathe. Then placing this hand on the floor, trying to rotate away from the knee, opening up the hip. Just do what you can. Very good. Changing legs. First rotating toward this bent leg. And then changing hands, trying to rotate away from the bent leg. If you don't quite get it, that's okay. All right, stepping back to high plank, just walking. Hands back, rolling up slowly. Hip flexor stretch, bending both knees. Tucking hips underneath, pressing forward, core engaged. And then changing legs, same thing. Heel down, toe up, pressing the hips back. Back is flat, chest is lifted, feeling a stretch in the back of the leg and the hamstring. Try to have this back toe pointed straight ahead. That should give you a bit deeper of a stretch in the hamstring. And changing sides, pressing hips back. Flat back, chest lifted. Very good. One leg behind the other. Reaching an arm into the sky and just pulling on that wrist, elongating the body to feel a stretch along the side. And change. Other leg steps behind. And stretch. Clasping hands behind the back. Opening up the chest, so open up the shoulders, press the shoulders down, and just really try to get a stretch in the chest. Breathing. If you have a wall nearby, you can place your hand on that wall and then bring your chest away. So from this side, looks similar. If you don't have a wall, you can do it on the floor. It's just a little bit easier on the wall. So you're just coming on the floor like this. Hopefully everyone has a wall. Just holding that. Those dive bomber push-ups are really challenging for chest, so I want to just make sure we get our chest stretched out. Also for us in general, for doing any kind of computer work, we may have our shoulders hunched forward. This can help stretch those muscles out that are contracted during that. Then palm forward with one hand, head to the ear on the other side. Lightly placing the hand on top of the head and just rolling the neck to find where you feel the best stretch. And then folding back. side, palm forward with the other hand, and just working that neck around until you feel where you get the best stretch. Keeping that opposite shoulder open. And we are done. Thank you for joining me. A way to do something good for your body today. Drink lots of water, and I hope to see you next time.